Imagine you are building a skyscraper. You have the best architects in the world, but they can't agree on the foundation. You have the best engineers, but they are drowning in data. You have the most ambitious workers, but they are burning out before the first floor is even finished. This is the fundamental paradox of human collaboration. We are told that teamwork makes the dream work, but in reality, teamwork is often the most friction-heavy process in existence. It is a constant negotiation of egos, a messy synthesis of conflicting perspectives, and a grueling marathon of communication overhead. But what if I told you that the greatest barrier to high-performance teams isn't a lack of talent? It's the cognitive tax, the sheer amount of mental energy wasted just trying to get people on the same page. Most people think the answer to this is better management or more meetings. They think AI is just a tool to help us write emails faster or summarize notes. They see it as a faster typewriter. They are looking at the wrong side of the coin. AI isn't just about doing things faster. It's about doing things that humans, by their very biological nature, literally cannot do alone. We are moving past the era of productivity and into the era of augmentation. We are entering the age of the AI teammate. Let's look at the data, because the numbers are starting to tell a story that defies our intuition. Recent studies have revealed something startling. Teams that integrate AI into their workflows are 3 times more likely to produce top-tier, top 10% solutions compared to individuals working in isolation. But here's the nuance. It's not just that they are faster, it's that the AI acts as a cognitive bridge. It allows a single human to match the creative output of a 2-person human team. It bridges the synthesis gap. Think about a product launch. You need 2 types of people: the dreamers, the creative types who see the beauty and the brand, and the doers, the technical types who see the constraints, the budgets, and the physics. In a human team, these 2 perspectives often clash. The dreamer thinks the doer is being a buzzkill. The doer thinks the dreamer is being unrealistic. They spend hours, sometimes days, arguing over the middle ground. AI changes the geometry of that conflict. Because an AI has no ego, it doesn't lose an argument. It can ingest the wildest, most abstract dreams of the creative team and simultaneously cross-reference them against the rigid constraints of the technical team. It synthesizes 100 conflicting opinions into one cohesive strategy in seconds. It doesn't take a side. It finds the mathematical sweet spot where beauty meets feasibility. It is the ultimate neutral mediator. We are already seeing this architecture take shape in the real world. We're moving away from chatbots and toward purpose-built agents. Look at how platforms like Miro are evolving. They aren't just giving you a blank whiteboard anymore. They are creating multi-step AI workflows where the team builds the logic together. They take tribal knowledge, that messy, unwritten way a specific team solves problems, and turn it into repeatable digital templates. Or look at elite firms like A-Team. They aren't just selling software. They are embedding elite AI engineers into Fortune 500 companies. They are building proprietary intelligence systems that act as a digital standard operating procedure. The goal here is elite embedding. It's about creating a workforce where the AI doesn't just answer questions. It plans, executes, and delivers. It's the difference between hiring a consultant who tells you what to do and building a teammate who actually does it with you. But for this to work, there is an invisible infrastructure of trust that must be built first. You can't have an AI teammate if you don't have a fortress of security. Enterprise-grade security is the entry fee. If a team's data leaks, the collaboration dies instantly. This is why the giants like Microsoft are obsessing over encrypted storage. They know that for AI to be a teammate, it has to be a vault. And then there's the friction of use. If a tool is hard to navigate, the team will abandon it. We see this happen constantly: employees using shadow AI, unapproved tools under the radar because the official ones are too clunky. A true AI teammate must be invisible. It should feel like an extension of your own thought process, not an extra chore on your to-do list. This is where the narrative gets uncomfortable. This is the skill decay risk. If we outsource the middle of the grueling process of synthesizing ideas, checking facts, and organizing data, do we lose the learning that happens during that struggle? Collaboration is hard because it forces us to grow. If the AI makes it easy, do we become orchestrators who have forgotten how to be builders? There is also the echo chamber effect. If an AI is trained on a team's past successes, it will naturally gravitate toward what has worked before. It might become a stabilizer, but what about the weird risk? The outlier idea that sounds like a mistake but ends up being a revolution? An AI might smooth out the very edges that lead to breakthroughs. And then there is the accountability gap. When an AI-augmented team makes a catastrophic, commercial error, hallucinated fact in a legal brief, or a biased algorithm in a hiring tool, who is liable? The prompt engineer, the software provider, or the human who finally hit the send button? We are currently in the wild west of this transition. We are figuring out the ethics of agency in real time. So, where does this leave us? We are moving toward a future of the augmented workforce. In this future, the most valuable human skill will no longer be doing the work. It will be orchestrating it. Leadership will be redefined. It won't be about who can work the hardest. It will be about who can best manage a hybrid fleet of humans and agents. Imagine a world where your team isn't limited by the number of people in the room, where your team includes a specialized agent for market sentiment, a tireless architect for technical constraints, and a creative engine that can simulate 1,000 different brand identities in an afternoon. You aren't being replaced. You're being scaled. You are being freed from the cognitive tax of basic coordination so you can spend your human energy on the things only humans can do: empathy, high-level strategy, and the courage to take a leap into the unknown. The question is no longer whether AI can build better teams. The question is, are you ready to lead a team where your best coworker might not be human?